Has Josh Owens ever been arrested? Here's what to know about the Moonshiners. It's no secret making moonshine is a tricky business. Not only is the practice of at-home distilling incredibly complex, but it's also illegal. That's what makes Discovery's long-standing docudrama Moonshiners so fascinating. Filmed in the heart of Appalachia, Moonshiners follows a dozen men engaging in the precarious art of distilling illicit liquor. In the show's 12-season tenure, viewers constantly wonder how the cast members don't get caught. However, one castmate's constant legal trouble on the show has led fans to believe that his actions have finally caught up with him. Let's take a look at Josh Owens, a motocross rider and fan-favorite moonshiner, and his dangerous distilling history. During season 10 of Moonshiners, Josh was largely absent at the beginning of the season, leading viewers to think he might have been arrested. And when he appears later on, we can see why. Looking for a new space to set up his distilling materials, Josh enlists the help of his friend Chris. After setting up his moonshining site in Chris' building, he soon discovers that Chris doesn't own the building and finds himself in hot water with the building's real owner. This wasn't the first time Josh got busted for his distilling site setup. Viewers have pointed out that he's constantly getting in trouble for his choice of locations. In it, man. I'm beginning to think Josh is in the wrong business. One fan commented on a YouTube clip of Josh's unfortunate run-in with the building's landlord in season 10. I've been watching the show since the beginning, and that poor boy has had to work 10 times as hard as all the other shiners. He just can't catch a break. Things only got worse for the motocross moonshiner in season 11. In an attempt to make moonshine from maple sap, Josh accidentally burnt down his house in a massive fire, putting the entire operation at risk. And this wasn't the first time something like this had happened. In 2017, Josh found his trailer and its contents engulfed in flames when he returned from the 77th annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. With his poor distilling site choices, combined with his tendency to start fires, it's no wonder fans are speculating about his legal status. There has been no shortage of run-ins with the law involving the Moonshiners cast. From Tickle's multiple arrests to Popcorn Sutton's sentencing and suicide, the group frequently finds themselves in trouble with the authorities. And given Josh's many moonshining mishaps, viewers wonder if he has ever gotten arrested. Surprisingly, there's no evidence supporting Josh's arrest rumors. In fact, he has been quite active on social media in recent months, posting on Instagram multiple times per week. And now that he's taken his entire moonshining operation outdoors in Moonshiners season 12, he is literally living in the wilderness. The odds of him encountering legal trouble have diminished significantly. To watch Josh evade the authorities from the comfort of the woods, tune into season 12 of Moonshiners on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. ET on Discovery. Has Josh Owens ever been arrested? Here's what to know about the Moonshiners. Star Josh Owens is a name that resonates with many fans of the Discovery Channel's popular reality TV series Moonshiners. The show, which delves into the world of illicit liquor production in the Appalachian Mountains, has captured audiences with its fascinating portrayal of moonshiners and their craft. Josh Owens, a prominent figure on the show, has become a fan favorite for his charisma, daring spirit, and rugged approach to life. However, like many reality TV stars, Owens' life outside of the spotlight is filled with its own controversies and rumors, some of which include questions about his legal history. A popular inquiry among fans and curious onlookers is whether Josh Owens has ever been arrested. In this article, we'll explore the facts surrounding Josh Owens' legal troubles, delve into his career as a moonshiner, and unpack how his personal history might paint a different picture from the one we see on television. Who is Josh Owens? Before diving into any legal matters, it's important to understand who Josh Owens is and why he has such a significant presence in the world of Moonshiners. Born in the Appalachian region, Josh was raised with a deep respect for the land, its traditions, and the ways of the people who live there. His upbringing shaped his identity, and his passion for outdoor life and moonshining was inherited from his ancestors. Josh first appeared on Moonshiners in 2012, and his rise to prominence on the show was swift. Known for his unflinching determination and his bold approach to making moonshine, he gained respect among both his peers and the audience. Owens' character on the show is that of a risk-taker, someone who is always willing to push boundaries while still adhering to the old-school ways of moonshining. Tough and highly skilled craftsman, and these qualities helped him build a loyal fan base. Over the years, Josh's popularity has extended beyond the confines of the show. Fans admire his no-nonsense attitude and his determination to keep traditions alive, despite the ever-growing presence of law enforcement and government regulations. However, as is often the case with public figures, Owens has also found himself the subject of scrutiny and speculation. Rumors about his personal life, including questions about his legal troubles, have circulated for years. One of the biggest questions many fans ask is whether Josh Owens has ever been arrested or faced any serious legal consequences for his actions. Josh Owens' run-ins with the law, arrests, and legal troubles. The question of whether Josh Owens has ever been arrested is not an easy one to answer. While Owens himself is often portrayed as a larger-than-life figure on Moonshiners, the reality is that his involvement in illegal activities, particularly the production of moonshine, does put him in conflict with the law from time to time. While the show provides ample footage of Owens making moonshine, it's clear that this process is illegal under most circumstances, as moonshine is typically produced without the required permits and taxes. Despite the nature of his activities, Owens has not been publicly arrested for moonshining on the show. His legal history is somewhat murky, as there are no confirmed reports of any formal arrests or criminal convictions for the star. However, this does not mean that Josh Owens has lived a life free of brushes with the law. On several occasions, Owens has openly admitted that his moonshining activities have led to run-ins with local law enforcement, who often monitor such activities due to their illegal nature. These interactions, though, appear to have been more tense and confrontational rather than leading to serious legal consequences like arrests. In some of the show's more dramatic moments, viewers watch as Owens and his fellow moonshiners attempt to evade police officers while continuing their illegal production of liquor. The show is edited for dramatic effect, which leaves a lot to the imagination regarding how much of the actual legal trouble Josh Owens has faced. However, what can be gathered from interviews and his time on the series is that Owens has had multiple close calls with the law. In interviews, he has acknowledged the dangers of being a moonshiner, including the constant risk of law enforcement intervention. It's important to understand that while Owens' actions might be breaking the law, they are also deeply rooted in tradition, and this gray area is often emphasized on Moonshiners. The role of television in shaping Owens' reputation, a major factor in understanding whether Josh Owens has ever been arrested or faced serious legal consequences, involves the role of reality television in shaping his public persona. Like many other reality TV stars, the image presented on screen is often a dramatized version of reality. The nature of the show Moonshiners invites its audience to view the cast as individuals who live outside the law, constantly battling against government regulations and police forces. But there is a significant difference between on-screen behavior and what actually happens in real life. The production of the show itself is carefully controlled, and it's not uncommon for reality television to exaggerate or fabricate certain aspects of the storylines to keep the viewers engaged. While Josh Owens might engage in illegal moonshining for the purposes of entertainment on the show, it's possible that the real-life consequences are not as severe as they appear. Moreover, television series like Moonshiners often walk a fine line between portraying a lifestyle that seems thrilling and rebellious while still adhering to legal norms behind the scenes. This suggests that the more dangerous and illegal aspects of Josh Owens' activities might be dramatized or stylized for the audience, leaving some doubt as to the true extent of his legal issues. The impact of Owens' personal history on his reputation. Josh Owens' reputation as a moonshiner is inextricably tied to his upbringing and the cultural context in which he operates. The Appalachian region, known for its long-standing tradition of illicit moonshining, is home to a community that often sees the practice as a form of cultural heritage rather than an outright crime. For many in this region, moonshining is not just about making alcohol, it's a way of life and a connection to the past. Owens himself has mentioned in interviews that moonshining is part of his family's legacy, passed down through generations. He views the act of making moonshine as more of a tradition than a criminal enterprise, and he has stated that he's proud to keep the craft alive. This attitude provides some context for his behavior on the show and might explain why he seems undeterred by the legal